Guys, simply right here bringing you guys a brand new video. I'm going to be doing an update on my Alienware Aurora R11. Just going to be showing you guys some different things. I was told in the comments to give um there were concerns from the previous video in terms of the temperatures and that I was receiving on the computer, and I totally got the whole information misinterpreted, like to you guys. Like, I misinterpreted that information to you guys, so I want to do an update with that. And also I was told as to how did I get the colors to do what you're seeing right now, and how I can change that up within the computer itself. And I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what I got added to my setup. So let me start off with the coloring of the Alienware desktop itself. So on when you receive your Alienware Aurora, or if you were to get the Alienware laptops, either the M15 or the M17 R2 or R3, there's going to be something called the Alienware Command Center. This is what it is. Like, this is what you're seeing right now. This is the Alienware Command Center application. So what you would want to do is you would go to FX, and then if you go, I'm trying to move it a little bit closer so you guys can see, sorry. Then what you're going to want to do is you go to lighting, and you click on the device that you have, and now you're able to customize the different sections that it has available. So for me, the reason why it's like this, where it's like flashing rainbow waves, is because I put all zones. But let's say you wanted to just focus on the alien head itself. Look, you see I clicked alien head, so now it's blank. But let's say I wanted to change it to, I don't know, purple or blue, right? Or that's purple, sorry. Yeah, it'll be purple. If I wanted to change it to red, it'll be red. Yellow, right? And let's say I wanted to do the front ring as well. If I wanted it to be yellow, it could be, or I can change it, right? Or I change it to a different color, but keep the head, the Alienware head, the same. And then the backlighting, I don't know if you can see like inside there. You go to change the color to that, anything as well that you would want. And same thing with the Alienware logo. You want to change it a different color, you can. Now, in terms of what I have set here, in terms of why it's like that, like doing the rainbow waves, I would go to lighting, click on the device, I go to all zones, and then you see here it has the effect. There's different ones: rainbow waves, morph, pulse, color, breathing, and spectrum. I'll show you the morph right now. The morph is pretty much just one whole color scheme for everything, for every single section, and it's going to be going in and out like that, just for that one color. And you can change it to anything you want: blue, yellow, red, anything, and you're able to customize it here too with what you would want in terms of the color. Or you could do pulse. Pulse, same thing. Choose a color, and it's going to be doing this. Switch it up. Then you have color, which is just one simple blatant color. That's it. And then you also have breathing. It just has, you choose a color, and it shows like a breathing format of the light going in and out, in and out. And then you're able to change the duration of it too. So if I wanted to put it to high, look, it'll take a longer time. If I put the duration to low, look, and then you're able to change it right there too. And then if I wanted to do spectrum, you see it right there, it's changing each color. High will take a longer time. Low is going to be doing that. But if you want everything there, you got the rainbow waves like that. You can put it high, where it's a bit slower, or you put it low, where it's flashing like how I had it initially. And then there's the static default blue, which is pretty much what I believe what the system comes in. Like, that's the color the system comes in default when you open it out of the box. So that was one thing. The other thing I wanted to show you guys was the temperature. I noticed that I got that wrong, and I was showing you guys the temps of the fan itself. So right now, as you can see, within the computer itself of the CPU and GPU, you see the temperatures right here and right there. Normally I get about 55 degrees Celsius, regular task of the Intel processor, and you know, I'm not really using much of the graphics card of the 2080 Ti, so it's at very low, and it usually drops lower too, so like it fluctuates within like high 40s to like mid 50s, if anything like that. And what I ended up figuring out too is that I'm able to control the fan speed. So here I have it on smooth line, which pretty much means that I set it up how high or how much I want the fan speed to kick in, depending on the CPU's temperature. I thought this was better than auto manage, because sometimes I may feel that it's good to have the fans quiet, but then I would not want my computer to run the CPU to its brink, where it ends up having, where like, you know, the outcome would be that the temperature gets extremely hot. So I think this is the best thing, because then it can manage it depending on the game, or you know, the processing applications that I'm using. Like when I use Adobe Premiere or Photoshop, like those applications are prime examples of what I use, and the CPU amount that it takes is a lot. So I do the same thing with the CPU fan, the top fan, because you see at the top there's a top fan, and then there's a front fan, which is pretty much right here. Like not like this exactly, but like there's a front fan right here, which is what the air is going to exhaust. The air is going to bring in for the graphics card, exhaust out here and exhaust out there. That's why I wanted to control the fan speed, so that everything is cool and simple. So I'll give you guys an example right now. I will just run a game of let me see, I want to do like a high demanding game or something with graphics. I'll do whatchamacallit. I'll put The Witcher again. I'll put The Witcher as a good example. It'll be one quick example. Alright, so here, you see, The Witcher, starting it up. I'll skip all this. Alright, boom. Witcher itself is running, right? Now if we go back home, go to the Alienware Command Center. This is a CPU, GPU fan, and everything else that is a part of it. But if I go here, see the CPU temp? It's like in the 80s, low 80s. Graphics card 56. So you see like that, and usually that's the highest it'll go to. And I gave an example of this because this is of Witcher 3, because it is a very high demanding graphics card game. It's a very high demanding game in terms of the graphics card and the processors. So I feel like this is where you would see where it kicks in. It's at its highest. But for every other game, like with its basic components, like when I play Overwatch, it usually runs at like 70 degrees Celsius. And nothing too high, like in the 80s. Like you see, look, it's fluctuating. It's not that bad. So that's one quick example right there itself. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that little format, just to let you guys know like everything with the updates of the computer and its specs and everything, and how to change the lighting on this device. And also, by the way, if you get the Alienware laptop, if you decide to get that, the same way I showed you guys how you can customize the colors on the Aurora R11, you're able to do the same exact thing for the Alienware laptops. It's just, you know, the different areas will be different. The different areas will differ depending on the lighting. So I believe there's one in the back. Then there's like where the ports are for the back of the laptop. There's also lighting there, and then you got the keyboards. And now finally, what I wanted to show you guys is my new addition to the setup, which is this bad boy. This is the Apex SteelSeries Pro, the TKO one. I decided to get this one because I believe the one that's non-TKO, it has like the number pads here along with this. And you know, I didn't want anything to, I guess I didn't want it to be a bit bigger, I guess. Like I feel like it was gonna be bigger, and plus on the Dell website they didn't have that. They only had this one. So I opted for this one anyways, and by far it's amazing. It comes with like a little, I know you can't see it, but it comes with like a little wrist, I would say like a palm a wrist rest. I don't or palm resting. So like, cause usually I usually have it on the mat, but this is more comfortable. And a little cool thing that I like about it is that it has like a little mini OLED panel. So I decided to put like a little GIF there that you see people fighting of stick figures. But you can also change it. This controls the volume. You could mute it, and then this button here, you could press, you could pause, play, skip, reverse, go back to music, and if you want to, there's presets. It's like a little menu. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out how to do this again. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I remember this. I think you hold it. Yeah, there you go. See, and you're able to change the illumination, set up macros. There's profiles for the configurations you want on the keyboard and stuff like that. It is really amazing. If you guys want me to go into more details of this keyboard itself, let me know in the comment section below. I really do appreciate you guys' feedback, and I always love fulfilling you guys with the content that I can. And one thing I do like about it, it has like a little ripple effect. So when I type on a certain key within that row, it will like pop up like a white. I chose a white color because it's like a nice little finishing touch afterwards. So it's cool when I'm typing. And the cool thing about this too is that the I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but the certain keys, I know there's like switches where you're able to control how deep, I guess you can say, you press on a key for it to respond, if that makes sense. So like, instead of me having to push all the way down, I can like slightly push, like you see right there. Instead of me pushing down to click, I barely push it in and it's still reacting. You see the ripple effect, so it shows you. I like that you're able to do that, and you don't need to use like the little switches to take it off and then replace it. You could do all of this through a software that they have, that SteelSeries has for it. I believe it's called the SteelSeries Engine. Yes, exactly, it's called the SteelSeries Engine, and I think it's good. I like this keyboard. I've had it for about a day. Hasn't done anything wrong to me. It's really good. But yeah, guys, I wanted to show you once again. I want to give you guys an update on the computer itself, show you guys how to edit the lighting effects on the Aurora R11, and also just wanted to show you my new addition to the whole desk setup. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are staying safe. Please make sure to hit that notification bell, because I'm always going to be trying to upload as frequently as I can and be consistent with you guys. And once again, I really do love the feedback and everything that you guys have to say, and wishing me the best in terms of like keep making the videos, like all of that. Like, it means so much to me, and I really do like seeing the increased steady rate that we were going in terms of the subscribers. I love that a lot, and I want to keep on going strong. So once again, hope you guys are staying safe. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love your guys' feedback. It's your boy Simply Rye, and I'm out. Peace.